Welcome to our off-grid cabin, friends. We're going to take you guys inside and give you a full cabin tour today.
Exactly. It's been 5 years probably since we posted a tour video of our cabin that was on a completely different channel. Some things have changed.
Yep.
There's some new people here. We thought this would be a perfect opportunity to share with you guys our cabin because we do spend a lot of time here.
Yep.
If you're following us on this channel, you will be seeing more of this place in the near future. This cabin consists of about 10 acres.
Yep, a little over.
Land in the middle of a national forest. So pretty
Michigan.
Much northern Michigan.
Yep. So welcome to the front porch. We have a gorgeous front porch overlooking this glorious forest, which is absolutely stunning. There's so much to tell you about the property. That's not really the point of today's video, though. It's the cabin tour. But at least you can give them some general cozy feelings about where we are.
Yeah, so we are in, like we said, we are in the northern part of the lower peninsula of Michigan. We are on a river. We do not have any grid facilities. We do not have running water, no septic, no sewer system, no power here. We use off-grid systems, battery systems, solar power, things like that to live more comfortably.
Yep.
And it's small. It's about 24 by 24 feet, all elevated above the ground, as you could see when we first started the video.
Yes. It definitely feels like you're living in the trees when you're looking out the window.
Kind of like a tree fort in a way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Come on inside. So this is our living space. This is what we call the living room. The cabin, a really cool feature about the cabin is it came mostly furnished. So we didn't purchase a lot. It has a nice wood stove. Currently we have recently pulled up old carpeting. So it's just plywood floors that we're looking to replace with something in the future. But right now we're just using rugs to keep it cozy and comfortable. Anything else you want to say about the living room? Windows that look out over the forest. Propane lights, I think that's a pretty cool feature. So these are just propane lights that have mantle socks on them. So when we want to use propane lights before we turn on the batteries in the morning or at night after we've cut off the batteries, we can use those. So that's a nice feature. But as you can tell, we do have lights, like power lights, but that is running off of our battery.
Kitchen's pretty small. This is exactly how it was when we purchased the cabin. We've changed really nothing other than the floor, like Rachel mentioned. You'll see we have a sink, but there is no running water. None of this really works. The drains just go gray water outside. We do bring up water with us for drinking purposes and sometimes washing dishes. What else? Cook stove. We have a small propane cook stove that Rachel loves to use to make breakfast for us in the mornings. We do have a refrigerator. This is a propane refrigerator that stopped working, unfortunately, after we bought the cabin, probably 3 or 4 years after we purchased the cabin. Doesn't work no more. So we need to either get that fixed and working again, or we need something soon. Over here, not much going on other than there's another propane light here. This is where we have dinner, breakfast.
Just a not decent amount of cabinets. So happy with the cabinet space that we have. Another propane light up above. Yeah, and as always, great windows overlooking the forest. Not a bad view when you're washing the dishes. Welcome to our bedroom. So this is our bedroom. It's a bit dark. Oof, golly, that is really dark. I'll stand under the light. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the paneling and the drop ceiling, but we haven't done anything with it. We rarely, not rarely, we get up here for fun and enjoyment, not work, and not necessarily for it to feel like a modern home. It definitely has that Michigan cabin vibe going on. But we do have a full-size bed, dresser. We recently replaced the carpet in here. And not a whole lot else to say. We do have plans to improve this space when we have time, but right now we just enjoy it the way it is. Probably one of my favorite rooms is the kids' room, we call it, and we have the cute bunk beds. I'm a huge fan of Pendleton, so most of our blankets are Pendleton that we have at the cabin, and like right now we just got here, it's probably 30 degrees in the cabin, so it's something very wool to warm up and cozy up in. So 2 cabins, we have an extra cot that we often pull out when we have more than just a couple guests that we'll set up in here for extra sleeping space. Toys for the kiddos, extra storage in here, and lots of storage under the beds. We definitely use that a lot.
This is the bathroom that we pretty much only use to get clean. There, you'll see around the corner here, there is a vanity and a sink. Again, water's not hooked up. This drain isn't even hooked up to anything. This just is here. The previous owner installed it. I think he had plans for it. We do have a shower here. We basically heat up water in this big pot. There's a pump under there that we use to pump the water up to a shower head, and we use that to get clean. Again, the gray water storage. The water that we get to take our showers, we either haul it up here from home, or we go down to the river and haul up river water for that purpose. 2 small little oil lamps, one over here, one over here. Nobody really uses them but me. I use them sometimes when I take a shower. I'll turn off the lights if the batteries are on to make it dark in here. Turn that on. Just makes for a cool shower experience, especially if it's snowing outside. You peek out from the shower and you see all the snow coming down outside with the little oil lamp. It's pretty cool.
So entertainment wise, it's pretty peaceful here. You're not going to get much of a cell phone signal, if any at all. So we have a little tiny library of books here, and then we have all the games and a teeny tiny, I think like 13-inch TV with some movies in case it's a rainy day and we need some movie time. And again, that runs off our solar generator battery. So I should say solar battery. Anyway, that is the cabin tour.
So again, today was just meant to be a really high level, familiarize you guys with the space, because we do spend quite a bit of time here, especially in the spring, summer, and fall months. Winter trips are somewhat uncommon, although this winter is quite uncommon. This place does basically get snowed in. We can't get here sometimes in the winter. This trip we can, so
Yep.
we are here.
One thing I guess we didn't show you is, as you saw in the cabin, there is no toilet. So we do have an outhouse outside. Maybe we'll throw some footage in here of that that we use for the restroom. And that's just back a ways from the cabin.
Yep. No other real structures. There was a small little 4-foot by 4-foot shed that we just use to store tools. It's where our solar generator battery system goes as well. Mm-hmm. There's a small brick building down by the river that used to be a goat pen type building way back in the day, back in the 1950s, I think. Don't use that for anything.
No. This is pretty much it. I mean, we do keep a grill up here for also cooking in the summertime that sits on the porch. We have a campfire area that we use for overfire cooking in the nicer months. But yeah, we enjoy it so much. I don't think I would want anything bigger. If anything, just maybe more storage spaces that are insulated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Typically what you'll see us do when we come here, a lot of fishing, mountain biking, hiking. There's quite a few Amish stores nearby. We like to frequent those and go shopping and bring stuff back to our homestead.
And just caring for our woods. We love to spend a lot of time just in our wood.
A lot of forest management.
Yep.
And firewood cutting and, typical cabin stuff.
Yep. So hopefully you guys will enjoyed it. You're interested in this type of video, we'd ask for you to subscribe, like the channel, and stick around because we do all kinds of things. It's not just off-grid cabin stuff, but we love kayaking. We love taking you guys on vacations with us when we go. So it's more just what we do to enjoy nature.
Absolutely.
So see you guys on the next video.